Welcome back to the Kaspa Silver YouTube channel. If you guys are new around here, please consider leaving a like on the video after watching and also subscribing to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Kaspa's first competitor in the crypto space. And in my opinion, this would be none other than Litecoin. Taking a look at Litecoin here, you could see that it's been around since pretty much 2011. I'm pretty sure is when it launched, and CoinMarketCap I think came out in 2013. And as you can see, every single bull run, we pretty much can see that Litecoin did hit its peaks on each bull run, but didn't really surpass the last peak in 2017, this last past bull run. And currently, Litecoin was originally created to be the digital silver in the crypto space. You can see here in this old article from 2013, you can see that Litecoin, the digital currency otherwise known as the silver to Bitcoin's gold, has surpassed $25 in value, reaching as much as $28.50. And this was basically Charlie Lee, otherwise known as the founder of Litecoin's marketing campaign for Litecoin, is basically saying that it was the silver to Bitcoin's gold. And ultimately, this is not really true because Litecoin basically follows after Bitcoin when it comes to the bull runs, pretty much. So, and also it's just losing value against Bitcoin over time. Taking a look at the history of it, we can see that Litecoin was basically just a copycat of Bitcoin. It was a hard fork of Bitcoin because people were upset of the slowness of Bitcoin and the high fees that would occur on Bitcoin if more transactions started happening on the network. So Litecoin was created with a new type of algorithm for mining, which was the script algorithm, which would allow Litecoin to be much faster but still remain its same security. Now on Bitcoin, you had about one block every 10 minutes. And on Litecoin, you would actually be able to have about a block every single 2.5 minutes and have extremely low transaction fees, making it suitable for microtransactions and point of sale payments. So Litecoin had it going for a while, and it was actually number two in coin market cap based on the market cap of cryptocurrencies for a little while before other currencies came out, such especially like Ethereum. But Litecoin was an attempt to basically solve Bitcoin's problem. Now, this has been around for a very long time, and it's slowly just been losing all its ranks. And we could see that some of the history back in 2017, very interestingly enough, Litecoin was at its peak on December, about, it looks like on December 12th, 2017, or 18th. We could see that the founder, Charlie Lee, sold all of his holdings in the cryptocurrency. So the creditor of Litecoin has sold off all of his holdings in the cryptocurrency he created. Charlie Lee, who founded Litecoin in 2011, said on Reddit Wednesday that he had sold and donated all of his Litecoin tokens over the past few days, except for some physical ones he kept as collectibles. Lee said he is sometimes accused of talking about the price of the digital currency on Twitter for personal benefit. So Charlie Lee sold all of his Litecoin because of the fact that he just had a conflict of interest, the fact that he created Litecoin and it wouldn't make sense for him to hold it because it could probably manipulate the price. But he somehow managed to sell perfectly at the top. And ever since that sell off, it kind of hurt Litecoin's vision because Bitcoin does have the advantage of Satoshi creating Bitcoin, which we do not know who it is, but Satoshi has never moved his Bitcoin or sold any of it. Now, taking a look over here, we could see that Kaspa comes into the picture. Now, why would Kaspa be the alternative and why would Litecoin be its first competition? Well, if we're looking at the vision of Kaspa, we could see that for Kaspa, we look to silver, which presented a different trade-off versus gold. In the original AMEC text, silver was historically treated as less precious than gold but more circulative, less valuable yet more acceptable as payment. With this prospect, we call this project Kaspa, Aramaic word for silver and money. Kaspa's vision is here to actually finish what Bitcoin started, which was to be a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. Now, becoming a cash system is very difficult. It's not going to be easy at all. But Kaspa, I think, has the best shot at doing this. Not only that, Kaspa is on an algorithm called K-heavy hash. This K-heavy hash allows a consensus called block DAG for proof of work. So instead of a blockchain like Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin, and many other cryptocurrencies run on, Kaspa is the first in the space to be the fastest proof of work system using the block DAG technology. Now, DAG has been around forever. It's actually been around before cryptocurrency. But block DAG is not the same thing. Cryptocurrencies that use the DAG part is only for transactions. But in a proof of work system like Kaspa, using a block DAG, which is a new technology, we could see over here in the visualizer how this actually works. This allows for Kaspa to actually produce 1 block per second, which is much better than Bitcoin's 1 block per 10 minutes and way better than Litecoin's 1 block per 2.5 minutes. Taking a look also back at the vision, we can see that the vision behind this project is to build a Nakamoto-like service that operates as fast as internet speeds allow. We wanted to build a system that surpasses the limits of Satoshi's V1 protocol, aka Nakamoto consensus, yet adheres to the same principles embedded in Bitcoin. Contrary to Satoshi's vision, Bitcoin did not become a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. Instead, it is solidifying as the ultimate store of value, or e-gold. And that's pretty much it from the Bitcoin side. This is not mild achievement by any measure. It's one of the most important financial revolutions in human history, yet it leaves lots of room for improvement of L1 and or for choosing different trade-offs for L1. The problem with Bitcoin is that it can't scale. If it wants to scale, it has to sacrifice decentralization to be faster and cheaper. But Kaspa doesn't have to sacrifice any of those things. And on layer 1 can actually scale, be fast, stay decentralized, and keep its security very, very high. Kaspa is a proof of work, just similar to Bitcoin and Litecoin. And currently it's actually moving up in its ranks. And you could see that if we're checking by market cap, Kaspa is currently sitting at number 13 based on market cap. But if we're checking by emissions, we're seeing it that it's sitting at number 5. And when we're looking at the hash rate, we can see that our hash rate is already higher than Litecoin's hash rate, which means that Kaspa is a little bit more secured. And as we get ASICs coming on Kaspa, Kaspa has a good shot to be overcoming Litecoin and eventually Dogecoin in hash rates as time progresses. But what makes Kaspa so unique and different? Why would Kaspa be the better alternative to Litecoin, which is our first competitor? Because we are advertising as the digital silver. Well, one of the things is, since we're scalable, Kaspa has the opportunity to actually bring on smart contracts in the future. You can see that currently it's being planned and developed, and slowly we're going to eventually achieve that goal. But first off, we are first upgrading our language coding to Rust, which will allow for blocks to increase from just not 1 second, 1 block per second, but instead 10 blocks per second, and all the way up to 100 blocks per second in the future. We're also going to be upgrading to the DAG-Knight protocol. This will actually be a new consensus protocol written by the authors of this KIP that achieves responsiveness while being 50% tolerant. It is therefore faster and more secure than GhostDAG, other known as the protocol that we're on right now, which is called GhostDAG, which governs the current Kaspa network. Taking a look at the GhostDAG, you can come over here to the Kaspa wiki and actually see what this is about. So it's called Phantom GhostDAG, and this is exactly the white paper that is being worked on and actually being put into practice with Kaspa right now. But eventually we're going to switch over to DAG-Knight to increase our speeds. Interesting enough though, a person here by the name of Jonathan Sampliniski actually is on this white paper. And without his work, GhostDAG wouldn't even exist. Not only that, I would go as far to say that without Jonathan, Ethereum probably would not be able to exist. Why is this? Because Jonathan is actually labeled in the Ethereum white paper. If we search him up right here, you can see that he pops up And what does he pop up with? It pops up with the greedy heaviest observed subtree, other known as the Ghost protocol. This came out back in December 2013, and Ethereum used a modified Ghost implementation off of Jonathan's and Aviv's work. So what happened here is Jonathan back in 2013 has been building different protocols to eventually achieve a protocol that can compete with Litecoin, Bitcoin, and all the other proof of works, and basically be the true electronic cash system. So Jonathan created the Ghost protocol, which later became the Phantom Ghost DAG protocol, which then allowed Kaspa to exist. And then soon we're going to be seeing a protocol called DAG Knight, which will then increase our speeds to way more than has ever been seen in the cryptocurrency space for a proof of work, and still remaining secure, fast, and feeless, and basically solving the trilemma. Kaspa's here to solve the trilemma and actually be the best proof of work ever to be created in the crypto space. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please leave a like if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. And as always, don't be average, be different.